Welcome to Major League Minor, the only show that gives you highlights, scores, and news from all three leagues in Oklahoma. Now, I hope everybody had themselves a great 4th of July Independence Day weekend. I know I did. We had some fun up here in Washington, and let me tell you something. These people up here like to shoot off fireworks. That shit was going from 8 o'clock till about 3 o'clock in the morning everywhere. It was almost like World War III. Anyway, so glad to hear everybody's safe. Nobody died or blew up a finger or two like a couple of people in the NFL did this past weekend. But getting beyond that, let's go back into focus here. So to recap from 2 weeks ago, we're going to cover a little bit about the GDFL, Oklahoma City Bounty Hunters, and the Oklahoma Thunder in their games. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about the XFL and CFL. And as you can see, the XFL and the CFL are hosting a Bowl Championship Series. The first bowl is going to be the Midwest Bowl between the Northwest Arkansas Battle and the Oklahoma Chargers. That starts up at 4 p.m. I think the Chargers have a little bit of experience getting into this since they faced off against the Thunder last week. Lost 77-0, but that's experience that you cannot beat. However, I know the Northwest Arkansas Battle have got a lot on their minds whenever they lost to the Crusaders pretty handedly, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come out of here pretty upset. I give this one a 3-point advantage to the Northwest Arkansas Battle. The next bowl game is the Heartland Bowl. This will include the Kansas Cougars versus the Kansas City Saints. In my honest opinion, I don't see why the Kansas Cougars cannot win this one by 14 or more. Now, both games are going to be held at 1200 West Radio Lane. That's in Arkansas City, Kansas. Now make sure you get the Arkansas City and the state of Kansas correct. Now, definitely want to watch both of these games. I think they're going to be pretty good. First one, of course, is at 4 p.m. Next one's going to be at 7:30. Get there a little bit early, watch some football, have a little fun. And we'll be posting scores on the news feed for this weekend's games. Now, getting along the lines of the XFL, we've been following along for the past month or two who's going to take over Commissioner Hilbert's commission. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anybody that's stepped up to the plate, nor has been yet announced. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the XFL, but I can tell you that there is a new league that's formed called the Four-State Football League. Already there's been 3 or 4 teams from the XFL that have joined up with the league, and we'll have to see how things progress or degress depending on what side of the fence that you're on, and we'll keep you up to date on that one. As soon as all the details come out, I'd hate to overstep my bounds and give you some misinformation, but we'll get back to that in a little while. Now, to also cover the CFL, we're going to be covering a little bit about the offseason as far as also the Crusaders are concerned, because they have a game coming up here pretty soon in Denver, Colorado, and this one again is for the AA National Championship game that's going to be held there. I'll give you all the scores and updates and highlights and everything about that as they come along. Be sure to keep around for that one, because that's going to be a 2-time possible AA championship game that's coming up here. Now we're going to get back into the GDFL action right after this.
What are you waiting for? What if everything you ever wanted came in a rocket can? Power Thirst Rocket Edition! With all new flavors like banana, fizzbitch, and gun! You've had the worst, now try the thirst! Quencher! Power Thirst. Side effects include glowing sweat. Use your sweaty body to fuel sweet rave parties. Power Thirst. Anything is possible. Oh! Air blasting. The sport you'll invent because you'll be too energetic for normal sports. You'll feel like a fighter jet made of biceps. What about me and my blue collar? Juice Crazy! Turn that everyman into a Beverly-man. Beverly stands for beverage. We interrupt this advertisement to blow your mind. Power Thirst now comes in women. Now with preposterous amounts of testosterone. Preposterone. Think fast, douche fag. Power Thirst now comes in doves. Oh, hubcatting. Similar to bear blasting.
Oh Lord, why have you forsaken me?
Cannon. When God gives you lemons, you find a new God. Power Thirst. Godberry, king of the juice. Onyx Unacceptable! Drink Power Thirst and you'll win at everything forever! You'll win at running, football, arson, weddings, and arts! You'll even win at irony! Oh! Top score! Still unconvinced? Well, check out these testimonials from real Power Thirst drinkers!
Boop. 400 babies! Boop. Boop. Power Thirst! It's really...
Boop. Alright! Power Thirst! It's like crystal meth in a can! It's crystal meth in a can! Power Thirst is crystal meth! Warning, may contain anacornicova.
And we're back. Now we're going to discuss a little bit about the GDFL. The first game that we're going to talk about is the Oklahoma City Bounty Hunters versus the Lawton Hellcats. Now, if you follow along with our news page, there's a little bit of jabbering back and forth between the two teams before this game took place. Now, I've seen some ugly games in my life, and I've been to a couple of them. Unfortunately, this was another ugly game that got out of hand a little bit, if you will, as far as scoring is concerned. Now, the second game that we saw, or actually heard, or if you actually were there and a privilege to watch what was going on, was the Oklahoma Thunder versus the Oklahoma Chargers. Now, the Chargers actually brought in a few extra hands and some help along with this game because they were missing a few key components, and plus they wanted to see if they can actually give the Thunder a run for the money by bolstering up their roster, which unfortunately didn't do anything for them. It wasn't 100-0 as we saw in the past game with the Oklahoma City Bounty Hunters. And so as you can see, there's just no competition, if you will, with the Oklahoma City Bounty Hunters and the Thunder, unless it's against themselves, it seems like. Dallas, of course, could be in the running in that mix, but they had two opportunities and didn't come through with it. So we'll have to see how everything goes. That game's coming up here next week. You definitely want to go down to Oklahoma City to watch that one. I wish I could, but unfortunately, my private jet does not exist at the moment. But if you feel the need to give me an airline ticket, I definitely will not turn that down. Anyway, so until the next time you guys go out and watch a little bit of football, go see some of that CFL, XFL action if you get a chance to. Unfortunately, the Thunder are off this week. The Oklahoma City Bounty Hunters are playing against the XFL All-Stars in a little exhibition game there. But other than that, hey, go to Arkansas City. Go watch some great football there. We'll see you next time.